right, you guys, so I want to talk to you about why I decided to create an in-home speakeasy in the basement of my home. So first and foremost, I love things with history. Anything with a history is just so intriguing to me. And so someone had told me about speakeasies, and they said they had the most fabulous cocktail there, and they told me where one was. Now, because these are hidden doors and hidden locations, it's not really advertised. So I never knew anything about it until this person told me about it. And then I decided to make my way to a speakeasy in my local area. And I was just astonished by what I saw. First of all, I really liked the fact that it was kind of like a treasure hunt in the beginning to kind of find where this location was. And then when we did get there, to kind of play a game with the clues and try to figure out what's the door. And at this particular location, they used a large picture as the door. But then even when you figured it out that the club was behind this big picture, you walked into an actual bathroom, and that kind of threw you for a loop. And the actual club was behind a bookcase, weirdly so, that was in a bathroom. Why a bookcase would be in a bathroom is beyond me. But it was so nice. And when it opened up to this club, I was just amazed. And so I started thinking about my own house and how it was built in the 1920s. And I was thinking, because a neighbor had told me and shared with me that my home used to be an old store, which explains why it sits out so far to the street. It doesn't sit back like the other homes, but it's kind of out right by the curb. And so I'm like, well, that's pretty interesting. And so as I looked around in my home and I just started thinking, and after they told me this, I was recognizing what certain things were. Like, oh, this must have been the room where they stored all of the produce. And this is that room. And so I ran with that idea. I started searching on Facebook Marketplace, and that's where I was looking for like old doors. What could I create to be a door? I came up with so many different things: a telephone booth, a bookshelf, which everybody uses. And I was just like, a fridge would be nice, but that would be weird because the entry to my basement is right behind my front door. I was like, what could I do? Inexpensively, but fun, and just really use my imagination here. And then I said, oh, I know. This used to be an old store. How about a pantry door? And not just any pantry door like they have now, the modern day pantries, but let's try something different. Something from like the 1930s. What would that pantry look like? So I just started Googling and just looking at different doors, and they used like the bifold doors back then. And I found these older bifold doors that they wanted little or nothing for on Facebook Marketplace. I tell you, you can find some treasures on there. One man's junk is another man's treasure. I really believe that. But anyway, so I found the bifold doors. They were wooden, great looking, like history all right there. But I knew I had to change it because I wanted it to still look like the upstairs of my home and kind of match. But at the same time, when you get behind those doors, it opens up to something totally different. So I had to paint those bifold doors white and went with my black and white theme because, you know, I had that going on in my house when I was decorating prior. And so if you haven't seen those videos, go back and watch those because it'll be fun to watch all those to see where we are today. Anyway, so I decided to make it a pantry door. And then behind that pantry door is where the magic actually begins. So I'm going to pause right here and let you watch this quick video reel / short, and so that you can see what we did. And then we're going to talk a little bit further. So keep watching. More video footage coming up. You guys, so I took my old basement that I used for storage. I created a hidden door, turned it into an in-home basement speakeasy bar lounge.
It's so special, what feels when I'm with you. You got me doing things I never thought I'd do. Just so you know, ain't never let you go. You're my whole. Just so you know, you're mine for sure. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about my design inspiration. This inspiration comes without saying that my father is a wonderful musician. I absolutely love my dad for all of that. So he plays the guitar, a guitar that he has had for many years, as you can see from the pictures of now and then. But anyway, him playing the guitar, I took the picture of my dad and I actually hung it as a focal point in my speakeasy space because it just gave that kind of vibe. And I like that blue shirt that my dad had on, and that is the blue shirt that I used to play on the couch that my son gave me. So my son gave me a couch that actually matched that shirt in that picture, and I absolutely love it. So what I did was just added the orange pillows so that it would match the orange chairs that I have. And as you know, the orange chairs came from this other inspiration photo with the orange retro chairs and the beautiful chandeliers. So that's how I came up with the orange and the beautiful crystal chandeliers that are in the space. So really looking at all of that, my basement already had the dark black ceilings. So I just went ahead and continued with that darker look because it is a speakeasy space and it's supposed to be more dark and quaint. So I really like that. But the inspiration that came from my dad for this space and his music is what really inspired me to keep going as I started redesigning the space. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video about my basement speakeasy makeover. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. That way you get notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.